They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their 38.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They go again with Blue. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Milton. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
18 Cardinal.
On play action, here's Shedeur. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down. An 8-yard
Ready?
First down.
76, Mustang 19. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. A spin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That's another Browns first down.
On the zone read, this is Jenkins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go.
And they'll take it touchdown. Harold Fannin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Come on.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Judkins will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run forward blue. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
A Cowboy 80.
They'll go with a keeper. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Now Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And the Browns, first down.
Bronco 80. Let's go now.
4-yard line.
Here's Sanders. That's taken in by Bond. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. 2nd and 5.
The Steelers' 19-yard line.
Ready.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing, Sanders. His throw caught at about the 5. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal.
60 Eagles. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Sanders to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now a run here off the arm. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive with a give to Blue. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Milton. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Milton. That is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for us Steelers.
Check, man.
To throw is Milton. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now,
and the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Milton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Ready.
Running it, Washington. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. Come on. 18, run. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt.
Here's Milton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Tag! 19, Charger, 19.
They run for it. Here's Blue. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And all the way up to the 41-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Give up the middle. Jenkins to the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Jenkins. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
19, 18. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Sanders. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Across the formation, he hits Austin. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be incomplete as as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll let it fly for Oster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Like Panther Street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Open man, that's Bond. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Go, Reed, go.
From the gun on third down, Milton.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 41.
They go play action here on first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Gets this into the hands of Blue.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton. Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Past the 20. 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 43 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead in this third quarter. Extra point put through by
Boswell. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
19 tight, 19 tight. I mean, come back to you. Touch the Eagles. Don't switch.
Second and 13. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here we go, Jack.
First and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Look at the big man rumble. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 34 yards. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Browns, first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
A give. Here's Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving it.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
The 28-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rattler, 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Milton. This is Smith with the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Go, Reed, go! 79 Broncos! Top 50!
They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 19-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready?
Second down and 3.
Ready?
On play action, here's Shadur.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll give it to Judkins.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
Play action. It's Sanders.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
19 tight. 19, 70 Lions. Go.
From the gun, it's Shedeur.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's going up top for Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, here's Jenkins.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down, Sanders. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Here we go.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. They go play action now. Sanders. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down at 7. An inside run to Jenkins.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Sanders to throw.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Sanders. Touchdown, Browns! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Milton.
40-yard line.
Caught by Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
19 tight, not 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Milton now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year.
And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for